and I don't know what is going. I did not do my hair today. I had to cut the last live short because my daughter ran away. Elopement issues that I deal with. Anywho, we are reporting live today in 100-degree weather. It's 100 degrees here in Massachusetts, and I'm loving it. I love the heat. I need this every day in my life. It's only nice here 3 months out the year, if that. So I am outside enjoying the weather and just reflecting and praying and being still, being in the space that I am at this time of year. So today we are doing our daily live series about the prequel that led up to July 26th. Today is July 25th, and this time last year was actually Thursday. And that day was the day where the heat of the things that were happening all week really got turned up and really let me know, okay, something's going on and something's going to happen to me very soon. I just didn't know what was going to happen and actually when, but by 12 o'clock midnight on Thursday, July 25th, 2024, I knew that next day something was going to happen to me that day. I just didn't know what. So this day last year was very interesting because I felt like I had a pretty good day. I was happy that I was able to use my car. My ex had been monopolizing the car that we shared because we had two cars for quite some time, but then it was down to one car for a really long time just because the other car had so many other issues, and it just kind of made sense to try to share one car. But he wasn't sharing the car like a normal person. He was monopolizing the car so much to the point that at the time I was pursuing my bachelor's degree and I had to quit school because I couldn't get to school during the time frame because he wanted to monopolize the car. Then also he wouldn't watch our daughter, and then his mom wouldn't watch her either so that I could go to school and finish my degree. And at the time also I had to stop doing the events. There was so much going on, but just him and his mom wasn't helping me with our daughter, and then I couldn't get outside to do errands for her. I couldn't get to doctor's appointments. So many stuff was going on, but on this day I was able to use the car, so I was happy. I was outside, we were running errands, we were doing a few things, and I had actually been conversating. Hi, thanks for tuning in from everybody. I will go through and answer your questions. Give me a shout out where you're at, where you at, where you where are you checking in from? What's the weather? Because here in Massachusetts it's 100 degrees here today, and I am so excited about that. Back to the story. I had just been out doing stuff. I took my daughter to the park. All the things that I normally would do, I just walk and do them. But today I had the car. I'm pretty sure it was nice weather that day too. And I remember talking in text to his aunt because for like the past few Thursdays before this day last year, she had been wanting me to come visit her because she had just moved into a new house, and she said that she had wanted to watch my daughter because she had a little bond with my daughter, and I told her that my daughter liked her and that we would come visit. So every Thursday we were trying to meet up. On Thursday she actually does line dancing. So on this day last year she was like, oh yeah, come over this Thursday. I don't have nothing to do. And so I was planning in my mind to go visit her at 7:30 because she's usually at home by 7:30 after her line dancing. So when we were talking earlier in the afternoon, she said, oh, I don't have line dance. I'm not doing line dancing today, so come over before that. But I had already had so many things I was trying to squeeze in the day doing that I was like, nah, I'll still just come for 7:30 because I got a lot of stuff to try to do before the day is over. So I went about my day, and then one thing about me is with my ex, like the way we were talking was weird. He was programming me to not talk to him face to face. He had wanted me to talk to him through the phone. So he wanted me to text him if I had anything to say, if I had anything to do. And at this time last year, I had been studying the lottery. This might seem so strange to somebody, but I had been studying the lottery and I had come across some very valuable information about a specific lottery ticket. Now, I myself, I do not gamble. I don't like gamble. I don't like going to the casino. I rarely buy lottery tickets or anything like that. But I had been studying this particular lottery ticket, and my ex, he's very much into gambling. He likes the casino, and he buys $1, $2, $5 scratch tickets all the time. And I had also, let me put this into perspective. I had also, like, within the month leading up to this, I had been telling him, because I don't know if you guys remember, I was saying that I had been feeling like I was around demonic energy, and I felt that a lot of people were hating on me and my life and my relationship because of things that people were saying to me, the way that people were treating me, and just a lot of negative demonic energy that was transpiring, and I didn't know where it was coming from. So I had this thought of, wow, I think people are jealous of me because I get to be a stay-at-home mom. I get to raise my daughter and like not miss any milestones. I get to be in her life every second of every day. I have this amazing man that he had actually went and got a job to help the family so that I am able to stay home. Because matter of fact, I was trying to get a job. Like I said, I was getting my degrees, and he was like, no, I don't want you working. I'm going to figure something out because business has slowed down. So he went and got this job, and I was just like in the house all the time. So I was like, damn, you know what? I feel like I hit the lottery. Like, people are jealous that I have this man, and he put me in a position to basically stay at home all day. And like, while I'm at home, like, I'm online, I'm promoting my business. I had started a new business, putting on teeth jewels. I had mad shit. So let me not look at the comments. I had done a lot of things. And so I had started talking about this whole thing about the lottery. I was like, babe, we won the lottery. Like, we are in such a great position. We had a trailer. I had bought a trailer for him because he said that was his dream of having a fleet of food trucks. So I had bought this trailer, and that was the purpose of him getting the job, so that we could start putting money aside from the job to start building the trailer out so that we both could be working on this trailer. Like, the job was a temporary thing. Anywho, I'm like, we won the lottery. Like, people are jealous of us. People are jealous that we started our own businesses. We got our own services. We got this trailer. When we get this trailer up and running, oh shit, nobody's gonna be able to stop us. Come back this way, baby. Nobody's gonna be able to stop us. Like, we're this power couple, and there's a lot of people that look up to us, but there's a lot of people jealous of us. And so, you know, when I think about those things, it makes me feel like I hit the lottery. I just hit the lottery. I have a perfect little family. I have not worked I haven't punched anybody's clock in 5 years. And I got the opportunity to get these 2 degrees for free. And I felt like I had such amazing things going on with me. So I couldn't understand why I was also feeling this aura of demonic energy. Come back this way, baby. Sorry, don't mean to y'all. I'm also watching my daughter. No summer school today. So I had been talking about, we hit the lottery, okay? And he just was not excited. He was just like, shut up talking about this. He was just being so mean to me. I just couldn't understand it. Anyways, I was out, and I remember about the lottery ticket that I had been researching. So I was trying to test the theory. I said, He doesn't want me to talk to him face to face. He wants me to talk to him through this phone. And I hate that because I'm from the 80s, okay? I was born in the 80s and I like face to face conversation. I don't really like this whole new era of way of talking, but I'll do it. So something told me to text him. I'm like, hey, babe, if you buy scratch tickets today, buy this particular ticket. And I left it at that. Now, I know how my ex is. I know he's very frugal, very cheap. And the ticket happens to be a $20 ticket. So I didn't think he would even buy the ticket. He never responded. And like I said, I was out and about. So I left it at that. Thought nothing of it. Now, I had been buying this ticket every day for that entire week because for me, I also know, I don't know if you guys are like into beauty marks and moles, but I have a beauty mark here in my eyebrow and I have another one on my belly. But side story, when I don't do my eyebrows anymore, it's probably been like well over a decade. But when I used to go to the Chinese salons and get my eyebrows waxed or threaded, and I've been to so many states and got my eyebrows done, every single person who's ever done my eyebrows would be like, oh, you have a beauty mark in your eyebrow. That means that you're going to win the lottery or you're going to marry a really wealthy man. And I'd be like, for real? I would just like brush it off. But then I started researching moles and positions on your, and where they are on your body. Also, if I could show you guys, behind my ear here, I have 2 more beauty marks. And so I had started researching them, and every single one that I have on my body in the position that they are in definitely says that about like I am very auspicious and that I am going to be really wealthy and that I am that 1 in a million chance of hitting the lottery. So when I researched this particular ticket and the information I had learned about it, I started buying this ticket. And like I said, I sent him a text message that he never responded. Hey, it's starting to rain. That's a good sign. Anyways, I went about my day. I drove all the way to Munson, Mass this particular day, and I bought 2 of those scratch tickets. Now, I also have a thing with numbers. I'm very much into numerology and astrology and all of that stuff. So the tickets that I bought happened to be numbers 85 and 86. And I was like, oh shit, I was born in 1985. And then 86 doesn't necessarily mean anything to me or him. But I was like, damn, I got 85. I'm going to save them. I put them in my bag. Went about my day. And then it was like almost 7:30. So I drove to his aunt's house. Okay, the aunt that had been begging me to come visit her with my daughter for well over a month. I went to go visit her at the scheduled time I said I was going to. It's raining now. I hope that you guys can hear me. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't want me to do my live today, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Yes, please subscribe. Please subscribe. So I went to her house. It was pretty much 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. I went there and she came outside to greet us and to like get my daughter. Now, I don't know if I told you guys this already, but my daughter happens to be special needs. And she don't rock with everybody. I can tell if she likes you because she'll like touch your face or she will speak when she wants to speak. So she came to the car and the first thing my daughter did was like grab her cheeks and say hi. And I was like, see, I told you that she likes you. She never does this when she goes to my ex's mother's house. She will not sit down. She won't sit still. She won't touch her. She won't get close to her. As a matter of fact, she tries to always take off her glasses and look in her eyes. Because if you know, the eyes are the window to the soul. And my ex's mom is always mean to my daughter when we go over to her house. Side note. She's always mean to her. She's always hitting her with fly swatters, beating her, restricting her, not letting her play, all types of weird stuff. So anyways, we went into his aunt's house And my daughter, she gave us a little tour. She downplayed her house. She was like, "Oh, this is my little such and such. It's not much." And I remember giving her advice of like, don't ever downplay what you were able to work out for yourself or what you were able to manifest. Doesn't matter how big it is, it's yours. Own it and show it off, with pride. And she was like, "Oh, I really needed to hear that. Thank you," because she was having her own stuff going on at the time as well. Everybody's got something going on. So my daughter did the opposite of what she does at my aunt's at my ex's mom's house. She didn't run around. She took her shoes off. She sat on the couch nicely and just like watched TV. And me and his aunt was conversing for like 5-10 minutes, just shooting the shit, whatever. And then my daughter went into her room and got a blanket and wanted to lay down because, mind you, it's like almost 8 o'clock. And my daughter, she never does that. Like, I always struggle with her taking a nap, and I always struggle with her sleeping at nighttime. So she wanted to go to sleep at his aunt's house because she felt peaceful there. I felt peaceful there too because we weren't getting any peace in the own house that we were living with him, And I was like, oh my gosh, she wants to take a nap here. I told you, like, your energy, like, she just really bonds with you. Come back this way, baby. Turn around. And it was at that very second that his aunt was like, oh no, she didn't take no nap here. Y'all gotta go. And I was like, huh? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, we could sit here and finish talking. She could take like a 5-10 minute nap. Because the thing about my daughter is she'll take a nap and she doesn't need that long. And then she'll like bounce right back. And I'm like, plus it's getting late. And we've been out doing mad stuff all day. Just let her take a nap for 5 or 10 minutes. She's like, nope, maybe next time. In my head, I'm like, okay. We put our stuff on. She walked us to the car, strapped her in the car, and sent us on our way. In my head, I'm thinking, why the fuck did you just ask me, beg me to come over here and visit you for several weeks now? And on top of that, been asking to like watch my daughter and hang out with my daughter. And then you just kicked us out of your house. And this is the first time I'm ever coming over here. So I thought that was weird. Now it's like after 8 o'clock and I'm like, Dag, I'm just going to drive around so my daughter could take a nap because she's tired. I did not want to go back to the house. Me and my ex had been there was nothing there. I wasn't feeling nothing there at that house. I also was feeling the demonic energy coming from there, but I never guessed it to be him. And I just had been isolated and restricted in that house for so long that I just wanted to stay in the car. I felt freedom having the car that day. So I drove around for a little bit and let her take a nap. And then something told me to find somewhere to pull over and start journaling in my phone in the notes app. So I pulled into a CVS parking lot that was like right down the street from where I lived at the time with him. And I sat in the car for like almost 3 hours. Writing my phone, just thinking, pondering, reflecting on a lot of stuff. Because I was like, why the hell did she just kick us out? Like, that was so strange to me after how she was begging us to come and visit her, yo. And I was like, all his family treats me weird. His mom, his aunts, because there's only like 2 aunts that I actually really got along with. She was one of them. Or that actually really liked me. It's not that I didn't get along with the rest of them. They just didn't like me, and they would treat you mean. They'll look at you mean. They'll talk about you right in front of your face. And a lot of times I would just suppress a lot of the things that I said. A lot of things that they said to me, I wouldn't respond to them. And then it just got to a point where I didn't want to be around them for a long time. So I was really happy to go visit this particular aunt. And then when she kicked us out, I couldn't comprehend why she did that. And she never gave me no explanation either. And we hadn't even been there that long. It wasn't even 20 minutes of us visiting her. So I was like, this is weird. So that's what I sat in the car doing, thinking, pondering. Now, it was almost like 10:45. So I was like, oh, let me drive back to this house. So I drove back to the house. We went inside. And I could tell that my ex had an attitude. Now, maybe he had an attitude because I was out till 11 o'clock at night, but I'm never outside. And he's always gone till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. He's always hanging out. He's always doing something. He's never there. It's always just me and my daughter. And I'm just in the house waiting on him. And plus, I don't be doing nothing. So I was just like, oh, it seems like you had an attitude. I totally didn't respond to the attitude. I was like, hey, babe, I had like such a great day. I want to just share my day with him. And he was not saying anything to me. And then I was just like, oh, every time I'm telling you about like, feel happy, we're in a good place, we have so many good things going for us, and so many things are about to start blossoming for us. I told you, us as a family, like we hit the lottery, like get excited. Like he would not get excited, wouldn't hug me, wouldn't embrace me, nothing. And then I went in to give him a kiss and he would not kiss me back. And I was like, what's going on with you? And his response was, your voice is so annoying. I wish you would just shut up. And that was a stake in my heart, because I didn't know where that was coming from. And the way that he said it very much was like he meant it. And that he's been wanting to tell me for a long time that he thought my voice was annoying and that he wished I would shut up. And I was like, wow, why would you say that to me? And he didn't respond to that. As he walked to go get in the bed that he hasn't slept in with me and his daughter for well over a year, he said, oh yeah, by the way, I bought those stupid scratch tickets that you texted me about. And that shifted my whole, that shifted whatever the focus that I was fixated on him saying about my voice. It shifted it. So I went into the kitchen, and the first thing I did was grab the tickets that I'm like, there's no way he bought those tickets, because the tickets are $20 each. So if he bought two, and I'm like, damn, he bought two and I bought two. I just felt everything was alignment. But I was so mad that he told me that he thought my voice was annoying. He wished I would shut up. Come back this way, honey. So anyways, I went to check the tickets, y'all. And I looked, the first thing I did was look at the numbers that he had. And he had 82, 83. So I was like, no fucking way. Because he is born in 1982. So he had 82, 83. And then I had 85, 86. So I was like, oh, snap. Something really is going on here with just like energy and my intuition and all that stuff. So he went to bed, because my daughter had stayed up. Had took a long nap, and I was just fuming off of the energy of him telling me. I'm like, why the fuck would my man tell me that my voice is annoying and he wish I would shut up? Why has he been treating me so mean? Why has he not been talking to me? Why has he been not sleeping with me? Why is he now sleeping in the bed by himself and told us not to come into the room, yo? There was a lot of questionable things that when I say them and share them out loud now, it's just like, girl, all the signs were there. You're tripping. Of trying to like figure out what was going on in the relationship. So he went to bed and went to sleep, and me and my daughter stayed up. And I stayed up journaling more about what he said to me and documenting it. I started documenting everything that he would say to me, because there were so many times in our relationships that we'd have conversations, and then I would bring up the stuff that we discussed and how we start taking action on our plans, and he'll be like, we never discussed that, we never said that. And there were so many times where I'm like, well, I wish we had cameras here in this house, because you're the only person I talk to. You're my only friend. I have been isolated for so long that just I only talk to him and to my daughter, and then my daughter has speech delays, so I always felt like I was talking to myself all the time. So I just started keeping a log of like our conversations things that I would say to him, things that he would say to me, because I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. And like the way that you talk to me now is very rude, is very disrespectful, is very much like you don't want to be with me, you don't like me, you hate me. And I don't know what shifted. And if you don't want to be with me anymore, just simply tell me that. I could accept it. I could take that. And he just wouldn't say anything, but a lot of the signs were there. So he went to bed. And like I said, we stayed up. And then that goes into July 26th. So I will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow with how the day started on July 26th, which led to him kicking me and my daughter outside of the house at 7 a.m. And by 5 o'clock p.m., I was locked up and locked away. And nobody knew. And then stuff gets real interesting, real good after that. But yeah, today, those were the things that had happened to me. My ex told me that my voice was annoying and he wished I would shut up. And his aunt, who begged me to come visit her for weeks and weeks and weeks, I went to go visit her with my daughter that she wanted to see, and she kicked us out the house. And that whole lottery thing. But those were the main two. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hi, hello, Morb, hello, Marilyn, hello, Adam, hello, baseball guy. Come here to Brazil. I definitely want to. I've never been to Brazil. What kind of good food do y'all have to eat in Brazil? Good story. Thank you so much, Marilyn. This is true story, my true story that I am documenting of what happened to me last year with my ex, a man that I was deeply in love with and in a relationship with for 11 years, who was creating a narrative behind my back for a very long time, and I didn't know about it, and then locked me up and tried to take my kid away from me. Him and his mom worked together, and I've been calling these people my husband and my in-laws. And you know, be careful who you attach yourself with. Be careful what you wish for, right? Or in my words, I like to say, be more specific in the things that you wish for, because you will receive them. So thank you for enjoying my storytelling. This is also therapeutic for me. It's allowing me to share my story, and then also allow me to get better with the way I share my story and show up consistently here on my YouTube channel. I'm from Tennessee, and it's 96 degrees right now. Adam, I have been to Tennessee. Okay, finally, we got a place that I've been. I've been to Tennessee just one time. Oh gosh, and I have a story with that man. I've been to Tennessee though, and I really had enjoyed it. And it was in the summertime, so it was hot there when I had visited. So thanks for tuning in from Tennessee. Finally, a place I've been. Hi, Adam. I am from Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts, to be exact. All right, I don't know what you're talking about, Melody. I'm not going to Brazil, Adam. I thought you said you were from Brazil. Bentley, thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate it. And yes, I am single. Not ready to mingle, but definitely single. Hello, Eric. Thank you for tuning in. You tell me this every time you tune in. I'm blessed with flawless hands. I still didn't do my nails, and look, they're all uneven. But I will. I'm going to paint them. I think I'm going to paint them tomorrow. Hi, Liliana. Oh, I love your name. Can I subscribe? Yes, please, please, please do so. I love that. The year I was born. Oh, then you're lucky too if you were born in 85. Oh, share with me, what month were you born in? And what's your sign? I love that. 2009. What is 2009? Oh, 2009 is the year you were born. 2009. Damn. Okay. Shouts out to 2009. Where am I from? Liliana. I am from Massachusetts. Spring. My daughter is just having so much fun playing in the rain. Go, baby. Liliana, I'm from Massachusetts. Anyone else tuning in? I'm from Massachusetts. Adam says Pigeon Forge. Is that a place in Tennessee, I'm guessing. Christopher, thank you for tuning in. Hi. That pretty much wraps up my story time for today. Also, if you're watching this, what do you guys think about my voice? Do you think that my voice is annoying? Do you think that my voice... Here's the things I've been told about my voice. Annoying definitely has been a top one from people, from a lot of people, right? And then there's a lot of people who tell me they love my voice and that I have a very sultry, sexy sex worker voice. And then there's people who tell me that I have a valley girl voice, like I sound like a white girl. And there's a lot of people, black people especially, that tell me that I'm not really black, and why does your voice sound like that? There's been so many things that have happened, so many conversations regarding my voice. But the thing about it, as far as people trying to silence my voice, has been an ongoing thing, but not to the point of how far my ex and his mother went to literally silence me, to literally shut me up and lock me up and put me away and try to keep me there so that nobody knew where I was. And when that happened, it really highlighted that, wow, I have a powerful voice. I have a powerful voice, and for some reason, people are trying to shut it up, and they don't want me to speak. They don't want me to speak up, and I'm going to start speaking loud. Wherever I am, I speak loud now. I don't care where I am. I'm loud and bodacious, and I advocate. Now that's the thing. I've always been an advocator, and I've always advocated for other people and spoke up for other people. Not so much speaking up for myself, but I have definitely always spoken up for other people who have been bullied on or picked on, or just people being buttholes, you know. So, and now I have a daughter who I have to advocate and speak up for. So she's going inside now. So I'm gonna wrap up today's story time, but tune in for tomorrow's story time, because tomorrow is the day I have been waiting for. It is my year of celebrating my mental health. It is my year of celebrating the day that I survived, a day where I knew something was going to happen to me. I just didn't know what was going to happen and how it was going to happen. And that entire day, I listened to what God told me to do. And the day gets very interesting leading into the next few weeks, which I will be sharing journals, my diaries from every day that I was locked up, and the crazy things that happened to me and the crazy things that people said to me. And I hope that you guys tune in. I hope that if you watched all the way through, I really appreciate you for being here. I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope you enjoy the weather. It just rained here, so either one or two things could happen. It could cool down or it could get hotter. Either way, me and my daughter are probably gonna go to the mall and just like officially, we've been sitting outside for like the past couple hours, but officially go and do something. So I hope that you guys get out, enjoy the weather wherever you are. Don't let the weather dictate your emotions. Don't let the weather dictate what you do today and how you live your life today, because you live every day, and you're going to die one day, but you live every day, not the opposite way. You have to change the way that you talk. Most people say you're going to die one day, so why? They don't have the energy to do stuff because they're so busy waiting on that day when they're no longer going to be here, when you have to live every day that you have, every day that God blesses you with. So with that being said, until tomorrow, I cannot wait to share tomorrow with you guys, because it was a hell of a day. It was a hell of a day that I will never, ever, ever forget. So until next time, don't forget, turn your life into a lifestyle. Peace.